What up, gang? Carolina Jackpot time coming at you. It is Thursday afternoon. Hope you guys and gals are doing good today. Always a lot going on in the world of college football, man. Every day there is some kind of story popping up today. Absolutely no exception. Breaking news, and I didn't even know this until just a little bit ago. I was loading up my chip truck, and I got a text from Tiger Red Devil, who calls into the Rob and Kel show a good bit, and he's a sane Clemson fan. I can almost tell you that I can tolerate him much more than I can most of you people. But he let me know that Dabo has taken another individual from the transfer portal, taken another player. Yep, kid from Purdue, defensive end named Will Help. This guy right here. Look at that. Look at that pretty smile. Look at that big old choppers. He's going to fit right in at Clemson, isn't he? He just looks like he was born to be a Tater. Thing about it is, these Clemson fans, too, they're on Twitter, they're online. They're acting like this guy is, this guy being Dabo, pronoun boy, the next Lane Kiffin. Oh, he going to take 7 or 8 of them this year. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. I guess it's a good start for Dabo. Finally getting into the transfer play. Something that everybody else has been doing for, 4 or 5 years. He's finally getting around. You know what Dabo is? Dabo is the cheap, thrifty family in like 1989 who finally breaks down and gets a color TV set. After years and years of holding out, not doing it, not going to do it, it works just fine. We can watch Andy Griffith on the black and white set. Came on in black and white anyway. It doesn't matter. We don't need a color TV. Blah, blah, blah. They finally broke down and got that color TV set. Well, guess what? Joneses, about 20 years too late on that one in 1989. Everybody else done got them. That's cool, though. You do you. Hey, more power to you, Dabo. What was it? Our buddy over there, the artist formerly known as Bobby Durkins, now has become serious Tater college football YouTuber Brian. He said something the other day that made me chuckle about the Dabo and using the transfer portal. He said, "Y'all be careful, cause it's not gonna be pretty when the rabbit gets the gun." Okay, whatever, dude. Ain't nobody scared of Dabo. Nobody's scared of your fuddy-duddy program. Nobody gives a shit that you're taking Will Helms from the damn transfer portal. Look, I can't believe there are still people out there that believe that this team has a shot Saturday afternoon in Texas. You don't have a shot. They are going to get their ass ran out of the damn stadium. I'm telling you, they might get blown out. They might actually get blown out. Seriously, I thought it was going to be a lower scoring game, and I took 27 or 13 as my final score prediction. But the more and more I think about it, they might get their ass just absolutely ran right out of Austin. Well, they don't belong there anyway with those socialites. They don't want a bunch of taters there anyway. Why not just go ahead and beat the shit out of their football team to get them the hell out of Texas? Now, that's what really needs to happen. And I think that's probably what's pretty likely to happen. And I hear online, well, Texas ain't doing it. Texas is soft. They ain't played a complete game all year. Well, do they not have the roster to play a complete game? Did they not go 11-1 in the regular season in SEC play? Yeah, but they lost to Georgia at home. Okay, a lot of teams lose to Georgia. They beat everybody else on their schedule. Yeah, but they didn't blow nobody out. Well, they won. They won. There's a difference, as our buddy Joshua Pate says, there's a difference between can't and just haven't yet. They have the roster to blow someone out. I think they flex their muscles on Saturday afternoon. I think it's bye-bye Clemson. And by the way, I'm looking so forward to this. We're going to live stream that right here on the Carolina Jackpot channel. So make sure y'all get over here at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I'm going to be pulling for Texas like I pull for the Gamecocks on Saturday afternoon. It's going to be fun. And we might have so much fun with this one, we might just bleed on over to another. And you know what? I don't like Ohio State. I really don't. I don't know. There's just something about the whole shitty program and some of the fans just talk. See, with the Texas fans, I don't have a problem with these people. They've never. Now, some of you might, in terms of Texas people, have a problem with them that they've talked shit to you and you don't like them. They've, rubbed you raw or something. But with me, I haven't. Just like the Alabama people, I never had a problem with them either. But the Ohio State ones, yeah, they're all kind of chesty. They like to talk shit to the Gamecocks. You know what? The Gamecocks own your ass. 2-0. 2-0. You've never beaten South Carolina. I don't give a damn that it was over 20 years ago. You've never beaten South. Yeah, we won a national championship the year after you beat us in the Bengals Outback Bowl. Okay, well, we still beat you. We still beat you. 2 wins to the Gamecocks, 0 for Ohio State. Know your role and shut your mouth when you're dealing with us, because you know what I'm talking about. So it's going to be hard for me to pull against, but it's hard for me to pull for Tennessee too. And I'm getting this too from Tennessee fans on here. Why you hating on my balls so much? Wait, were y'all born yesterday? I've been hating on them ever since we had this channel. I've told you time and time again, I don't like them. I don't like the program. I don't like the fact that they cheated and they got off damn scot-free. I don't, well, we had scholarship reduction. Okay, whatever. I don't like the fact that, I just don't, okay? I just don't. Doesn't mean that I don't like you, members of the fan base. There's a difference between team fan base. I like you as individuals, most of you anyway. Unless you get over here acting all kind of silly. But the program, nah, buddy. Y'all missed me with that. Not a fan. Just not a fan. So I'm going to have to pull for Ohio State in that deal. Oh, by the way, Sports Talk Jabroni put out another video yesterday, another 30,000 views. He always gets a ton of views when he puts out a video, and he has a thumbnail in it with that goofy little Shane Beamer picture of him wearing his hoodie that looks similar to this. I'm not saying Shane Beamer's goofy. I'm saying that's a goofy looking picture of him. And he's smiling like this. It's something else about them Connor Stallions. And I watched some other video from some other dude that does what's college football addiction. I think he's a Florida State fan and admits it too, by the way. So, I have respect for that. Ooh, what was that? Sports Talk Jabroni's ghost come creeping up on me. But he was on there, and the first damn words out of his mouth after what the addiction dude asked him something about Tennessee was to bring up something about South Carolina and Shane. I swear, go back and find that video with college football addiction. Look it up. It was from a few days ago. It says Tennessee expert, blah, 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 on Ohio State game. First of all, he ain't no damn expert. Second of all, keep South Carolina out of your damn mouth. And I can talk about your team, that's fine. It's always something negative. It's always something about this Connor Stallion, Shane Beamer bullshit. Let it go, dude. Just let it go. Even your own fan base is tired of hearing it. They put it in the comment section. They're tired of hearing the crap. You lost. Move on. You're in the playoffs now. Who cares? What if it ever comes out? Okay, well, if it ever comes out, it ain't ever going to come out. Because they got Michigan. They got who they want. They got the guilty party. Anyway, off that damn soapbox, I can't even remember where I was at right now. We're talking about Tennessee and that live stream with Clemson. Yeah, so we're done with that. We're done with them. What else? Oh, the other story here. And this was a yesterday story, but I'm just now making a video about it, so I apologize. If you want to turn it off now, you can. This Diego Pavia dude, this quarterback at Vanderbilt. So we knew this several weeks to a month ago that he had filed a lawsuit with some Vanderbilt lawyers He didn't file a lawsuit against them. He used them to file a lawsuit. To get another year of eligibility. His eligibility is up. But he wants to get another year of eligibility because his first year he went to junior college. He went to New Mexico Military Institute. So he was not eligible to earn NIL. Now he wants another year of eligibility so he can earn NIL. Okay? So he goes and sues so that he can get that. And then guess what? He won. He won his case. Now, I mean, I have a problem with this. Like, are there any rules that we can't, almost any rule that exists, there's some little modicum of it somewhere that's unfair to someone. But it's like, I don't know. If you're in the state of Tennessee, you can just challenge any kind of rule that the NCAA has there, and if you're denied, then you can cry about it, go lawyer up, and then these Tennessee soft-ass judges just go on ahead and grant a damn injunction, or they rule in your favor, or whatever in the heck judicial term you want to use there. It's not right. They can just go and change the rules on anything. What about all these damn former players from years and years back who have still got some kind of eligibility left that never used up or never got NIL? Is Herschel Walker? Maybe Herschel Walker should go sue somebody because he didn't get a chance to earn any NIL during the senior year because he went in the NFL draft or whatever. He got picked up by the USFL, whatever the hell it was. I mean, or what are we going to see next? It's silly. And some people agree with it. Some people think it's the greatest thing in the world. Other folks disagree with it. I happen to disagree with it. He's chasing a bag. That's all it is. I don't think he gives two hoots or a country holler about going to school. Somebody said he was pre-law. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe he does want it. But here's the thing. He had a really good season this year at Vanderbilt. All the stars came into alignment for him. They finished up 6-6. All his coaches came over from New Mexico State to coach him up because he's the greatest thing ever. He did a good job. He was tough as nails. He was a gritty quarterback. He was hard to stop. He was hard to defend. Hell, he beat down Alabama for the first time since freaking World War II for Vanderbilt or whenever. And became a hero. Then you kind of saw towards the end of the season he's starting to slow down a little bit. All that was starting to take a little bit of a toll on him. All the praise with plays with all this bravado and taking everything into your own hands he was getting beat up a little bit. And I could see it in the Auburn game that he was not they won, but granted Auburn was a shithole. And he just didn't seem to be as effective to me as what he had been. And then the South Carolina game happened, and we beat Vanderbilt 28-7. I was there. And South Carolina's defense proceeded to beat the shit out of this guy for 4 quarters. There's no other way to spin it. South Carolina knocked him every which way but loose. Until with about 2 minutes left of that game, he was like, Coach Lee, please take me out of here because I don't want no more. I don't want no more of them. Get me out, no more. That's what happened, Vanderbilt, man. You know it was. So now he's coming back for another year because he got his little injunction. Now, what would make me really pissed off would be if he now enters the transfer portal and wants to go play somewhere else, especially when it was Vandy that helped you win this court case. I don't think he's going to go to that degree. That would be, you would probably be one of those hated people in college football if you did that. So I don't think he will. I mean, there's plenty of teams that want him. And I mentioned one right off the get-go at the beginning of this video, that being one Lane Kiffin. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. He didn't give a shit. He'd take a damn selfie in front of the guy's freaking dorm with his little golf cart or whatever the heck it is he does. But, yeah, look, I mean, college football's broken. We all know that. There's no correct system. Nobody knows what the system should be. College football doesn't have any one governing entity. They're everybody's hands in the cookie jar as far as trying to run the damn thing. The NCAA is a nutless organization that has no power. They have no power and they serve no purpose. What purpose do they serve anymore now? Any rule that they have set forth and try to enforce, everybody just goes crying to some judge and they get it overturned. So, I mean, what's the use in having an organization? It's just a waste. I guess because they facilitate the round of 64 men's and women's college basketball tournaments. I mean, the conferences could do that. I mean, they could all get together in one big room with a big round table and figure out the NCAA tournament every year. Don't need the NCAA to do that. So, something that needs to be fixed with college football, when there are rules, I mean, unless they're unfair and unjust, then they should be a rule. And going to some damn lawyer should. So somebody needs to sit down, and I don't know who it would be. I don't know who would be tasked with doing this, and I'm just speaking broadly here, but I think anyone could appreciate what I'm saying. Someone needs to sit down with the rule book and every single freaking scenario with that and how it applies to NIL and the transfer portal and shore up these rules, airtight this shit, so that we don't continue to have these situations pop up. There's just too much damn leeway. There's too much wiggle room, and somebody needs to get a hold of this. It's not me. Somebody will say, well, why don't you do it, Carolina Jackpot, since you got all the answers? I don't have all the answers. I don't, and I don't know who does. It would be quite the daunting task to figure that out. The toothpaste is totally out of the tube. There are no rules anymore. And I'm not look. Damn, sound like big man, ain't they? The road rage over there. That sounds like me going down the road. Look, I'm not against these guys and gals getting compensated. I think some make way too damn much, but you can't cap the free market system. So, you know, that is what it is. So some of them make way too much, but I still think that them getting compensated is a good thing, because a ton of people have made a ton of money off of them for years. But it's just getting a little bit out of hand, and it's just getting a little bit damn ridiculous. And we've been saying this for the past 2 to 3 years. Every year, hey, this is getting out of hand. This is getting ridiculous. And nobody's doing a damn thing about it. It just continues to spiral downward and get worse and worse and worse. It's totally out of control, and it's off the rails. So I don't know who's going to get a handle on it. I think the revenue sharing thing is supposed to fix some of it, but even that has holes in it too. None of that is airtight, so it's going to be a bumpy ride. But to me, I think that Mr. Pavia, whatever his name is, I think his eligibility should be done, but you know, the judges and that don't see it that way. So there's that. Well, this has been a really long video, and I've rambled on for like 20 minutes almost. Why am I looking at it like a watch? Why people do that? I do that too. You crook your wrist up like that. Like, I've been looking at this up. You ain't wearing a watch. I haven't worn a watch since I was like 17 years old, like on a regular basis. I haven't. And so why I do that, I don't know. Crazy. It's almost like me going to point down to my Big Peter. You know, I never had one of them neither. So, and ain't wore a watch in years. So why do we do these things? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe someone can explain that to me as well. Anyway, it's a subconscious thing. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think about Diego Pavia, what you think about Dabo, what you think about anything in general. What color do you think the freaking sky will be tomorrow? Will it be blue? Is it going to be gray? What is it going to be? I'll see y'all later, guys. I appreciate you. Peace, and I'm out of here. Go Gamecocks. Go Buckeyes. Go Longhorns. Horns up, baby. Or is it horns? It's horns up. Well, I can't. And